My name's Benjamin Mee, and I'm director at Dartmoor Zoo. I'm here to speak about that.
Ben, you are going to be talking today at the Do It Differently conference. I suppose, what's the key message that you want to give people today?
If you're starting or running a business, then you need to expect the unexpected as part of your plan. Be ready to adapt to change all the time. That's certainly been my experience in running a business for the last 9 years.
Now, you have had an exciting career. I suppose I've had a good read through your biog, and part of the stuff that you do, I suppose, is about transforming people's lives and some of that research. How can people transform their businesses or apply those methods to their businesses?
I think if you have a passion for what you believe in and what you're doing as part of that, then it becomes quite easy to engage other people to sort of carry on, to scoop them in your path, as it were, and even encouraging people to volunteer with you, which is a regenerative experience for the volunteers. I know that not every business can realistically do that, but probably more people can than tend to think about the idea of volunteering, and that is a regenerative process for everybody. In fact, because we find we've got about 130 volunteers who come to us, and obviously we've got animals, which is a huge attraction, and plenty of leaves to sweep up. They come 12 months of the year, in the winter, in the rain, and it's actually the process of doing something outside their normal experience that gives them work skills. And as you get to know these people and rely on them, we find after a couple of years they've gone because they've gone and got jobs, and that's a tremendous feeling. Sometimes they got jobs with us. The last guy that we took on, he volunteered for 4.5 years. Finally, we had to give him a job. So it is a mutually beneficial experience.
And how important is innovating in today's business world?
Well, it's absolutely paramount. You've got to be innovating. If you get stuck into a pattern, your competitors will instantly overtake you. I mean, in the business I'm in, it's largely about exhibiting animals, which means that you're relying on generations of understanding of folklore of keepers. How you do this, how you design enclosures, and then you can go to a zoo in another country and find there are no fences. They've got a different way of doing it. And for instance, giraffes. Someone discovered you don't need a fence for giraffes. Instead of building like a 12-foot fence, you can just put 3 meters of cobbles, and they don't like stepping on cobbles, and they just literally will not do it. And suddenly you can walk right up to a giraffe and he's there without a fence, and everyone wants to go to that zoo because it's the more immediate experience. So you've got to keep ahead of the game, and certainly obviously the social media angle now is huge for everybody.
And just finally, at a Do It Differently conference, what piece of advice could you give to business owners or people who are involved in technology and developing things to do it differently?
Don't be afraid to try, and don't be discouraged by people telling you it won't work, because there are a lot of people out there. This whole raft of industry geared around discouraging people and preventing innovation, and it's a natural human thing to say, well, no, it'll never work. And if you believe those people, you won't do anything. So if you're sure, if you have thought it through, then carry on, and don't listen to the knee-jerk naysayers.